Are you been stopped?
There we go. So, hello, we are live right now, live on Legal Poor, but this is technically Honest Tea. We are on our Wednesday night live. Make sure y'all got a drink. Make sure y'all is available. Can y'all hear me? Make sure y'all tell me y'all can hear me. And I told y'all before, the Miss McKinney y'all get on Legal Poor. It's not the Laura y'all get on Honest Tea. Don't judge me
Because that
for
ain't
my
her
opinion.
name. That's first.
Don't judge me for my opinions on Honest Tea over on Legal Poor. This is two separate entities. Thank you. Y'all can hear. Do I sound good? Am I breaking up? Hey, Quizzical Girl. Hey, Jen. Hey, Marcy. Listen, it's a whole different entity. Just
that it is.
Put that over there. She ain't here. Okay, I'm gonna let my co-host introduce y'all. This is gonna be my co-host for Honest Tea. Go ahead,
Hey, y'all. Hey. I'm Samika. We call her Nisha. I know y'all call her Miss McKinney or Laura, all this other stuff. This is Nisha. Nisha Pooh to be exact. So yeah. The host of Honest Tea over here, co-host here, my cousin. Most times people in the family say we sort of kind of think alike, look alike, and have the same, perspective on things. But sometimes it get a little sticky because she be coming with her legal hat on stuff, and I be like, cuz going on with that.
People always want me to take it off, but you can't take it off. I can crick it to the side, but I can't take it off.
Anywho, like I said, I'm Mika. I am the eldest cousin, aka the family manager, aka what?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Okay, yeah, right. So yeah, but happy to be here, y'all.
Okay, make sure y'all are going to the link in the description. I have the link to Honest Tea. Make sure y'all subscribe over there because that's where we usually be. But today I wanted to give y'all a little sneak preview. Hey, Helena girl. I wanted to give y'all a little sneak preview of what Honest Tea is about. Don't call her Miss Manager. Don't do that.
I am. I'm family manager.
Don't give
they
her
all
that.
know it. So that's my title. They know it. She will act brand new. I get it. But yeah, but Honest Tea, where we spill all other tea and we're just being 100% raw and honest. Like our family, for the most part, we talk a lot of stuff and we are very opinionated, outspoken women in our family. And that's what we bring you with Honest Tea. We're just giving you the tea, honestly.
Anywho, okay. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribing on all the things. But our first topic, because I can't wait to get to it, and I think some of y'all are gonna be mad at me, but I don't care. Y'all know I don't care. Y'all know it's one thing I don't do is care. We are gonna be first talking about let me change the banner because y'all be trying to play games. Hold on.
Y'all can tell by my face. Yeah. We don't agree.
We're gonna be talking about the Diddy documentary first and all things Diddy.
Let me give me a drink.
Okay. Listen, I'm trying not to get canceled on our first episode, but
please don't get us canceled.
First, tell me what you thought of the documentary outside of Diddy, just the documentary as a whole.
You're right. It was a documentary. I mean, what do you mean? What I think about it?
Did you think did it think you learned anything? Did you think it was produced well? Did you think
it was produced well? I feel like just from other social media outlets, a lot of the information I had already heard. I was like already privy to from just like I said, different online presence. And then even some of the people that were on there that testified from watching other online, people, I learned of them. What was her name? Capricorn or something like that. So I had already heard her story. I ain't giving her no credibility. I'm just saying that I had already heard her story. So a lot of the things I had already heard. Some stuff was, I guess, new, but a lot of stuff I had already heard years ago.
You know, when I think about it,
Mm.
hated it. Throwing tomatoes. Boo, boo, boo. Throwing
Now why?
tomatoes.
Just
Because,
why?
first of all,
It was a regular
it was
documentary.
so dramatic. It was not a regular documentary.
It was.
It was not no documentary to give me information. Y'all see, I pay attention to all the little things. Like the music they had playing in the background was really dramatic. Like, dum 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 dum.
See,
like,
I pay attention too much because I don't even remember hearing that.
Exactly.
When was that?
Hated it.
No, see, that's because that's a person that go into it already with an opinion and looking to judge the situation. Because who even heard that? Did y'all hear that music?
I heard the music. Hated it. Throwing tomatoes. I didn't think it was produced well. I didn't think the people that he had, like, I wanted more from what he's being accused and prosecuted for. Like, I didn't need that much backstory. Like, why are we still talking about Tupac and Diddy? Why are we talking about whatever party he had when he was 19, 20? Like, I just don't care. Like,
I had to bring you up to date.
No,
and his dealings and who he has been. Well, no, where he started, because he didn't start off as this,
but apparently he
person
did.
that he did, but he didn't. They was like, okay, they were teaching him and he had to be taught how to be cool. And just because he was hanging around the gangsters and this, that, and the other, he wasn't one, but he was living in his dad's shadow and, all that good stuff. So they had to start there and bring you up. You don't just start in the middle of a story. You got to get the people from the beginning.
And I think this is my whole problem with the whole Diddy situation as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and she thinks we disagree on Diddy, and I don't think we disagree. I think Diddy did most of, because I don't believe he did all of. I think he did most of everything they accused him of. Mm-hmm. My issue with the whole Diddy situation is, because I can't take off my lawyer hat.
I was just saying, I can just tell the way she's talking my thing. The reason why and what I have a problem, that's all lawyer. It's like, yeah. That's just talking regular.
I think that my issue with the whole Diddy saga is, I can crook my lawyer hat to the side, is that's not what he was charged with. That's not what he was convicted of. And I cannot stand, I feel like they did the same thing to him that they did to OJ. We all know OJ killed Nicole, but he got off.
OJ did it.
But he got off. Mm-hmm. So when he got arrested for stealing that sports memorabilia, they wanted to give him 30 years. Mm-hmm. You ain't giving him 30 years for stealing this memorabilia. You're trying to make him pay for the crime he was not convicted of.
But guess what? That's such his life, though. If you take off your lawyer hat,
you don't want that to be you.
Life.
You don't want that to be your cousin, your brother, your uncle.
And I feel the same way you feel, because if that was Diddy and I was Cassie or Ray or somebody was these other women, you would hate Diddy good. You would hate him down.
The thing
is, you would drag him and all the. You stop trying to deflect. Don't do that. Don't do that. The point is, if that was one of us, you would hate him, and your opinion of him would be the same as everybody else. Now, see, this is my thing with Diddy. I'm not for him, and I'm not against him per se. Just morally, just as a person or whatever, he's not a likable person. And I do think that he has like some character flaws, for sure, just like all the rest of us. But his is a little heightened.
I think anybody with $100 million got character flaws.
My thing is this, though, like, just because you don't always get it for the stuff that you do in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Karma don't always get you the moment of something. So this is his time. This is his time of reckoning. As Cat Williams said, this is his time, like, of reckoning. So no, they may not have gotten him for the things legally. However, he's got to pay the piper. Like Grandma used to always say, "What go in the wash got to come out in the rinse."
That's true.
So therefore, this is just his rinse. He
But-
on rent cycle, Pooh.
But also, my issue with the whole documentary, everybody in it, is I cannot be madder than you. I ain't madder than you in the room talking about, I heard him knocking Kim Porter right upside the head. He knocked her right out. And you know, I just went on about my job. I just went on back. I'm not gonna be madder than you. I can't be madder than you.
I agree with that
You
too.
want me to be mad at you, Capricorn, because on my first day, he walked me to the
Right.
woods and told me he would kill me. And then
Right,
I went
we
back to
were
work the
talking.
next day. And
I
not
was
only
saying
did
the
I
same
go
thing,
back to
like,
work
I'm
the next day,
out.
I
Yeah.
worked for years
But the
and
crazy
tried to hire
part is-
somebody else to put them in my position.
When they were on trial and stuff, they were saying that a lot of these people that was coming up there to testify and saying all of this stuff was saying that they had just reached back out to him to get a job and so on and so forth. So my thing is this, I get it, and they are adults and they chose to be there and they didn't think that it would happen to them or to the level to which it
Mhm.
did. You know how people always go, oh, it can't be, it wouldn't be me, it can't be, until it's them. And then when you in it and you can't really get out and you around all that power, it's something about that money and that power and being exposed to certain things that keep you there.
Helena, R. Kelly is different. R. Kelly was with the children. We ain't trying to free Kels. Kels stay where he at.
But my thing is, they were all in it and they were there and they got something out of it, whatever it was. And I get it. But just as a regular human being, damn dog.
Yes,
Like
no.
he
The thing is,
just
I
as a
think Diddy's a
person,
terrible
as
person.
like I said, just his morals, his values, his everything that he represents, that is him, that makes him him.
Mhm.
I'm not for that.
Yes.
But now this other stuff, it's like,
I agree. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we disagree. I think Diddy's a terrible person. I think anybody with $100 million is a terrible person, because you don't amass that much wealth without being a terrible person, without having people around you who allow you to be a terrible person.
Well, give it to me. Let me see. I don't think I'm gonna be.
I'm not talking about give. Like if I hit the lottery today, I think I'll be the same type of person I am. Lord, if you're listening.
Okay.
But I think when you
Hard.
amass it and you have to go through these
Certain things
tunnels
to
and
get it,
certain tunnels, you start to become this hardened individual. So he is a terrible person. My issue
but
with
not everybody with that type of money act like him.
I believe they do. I believe they do. I believe anybody.
But now
Because
that's a crazy statement.
I don't care. I think we can have that conversation another day, because I think anybody who hoards wealth to the point you have $100 million, $200 million is not a good. Because
out here giving
now we changing the comment. No, I'm saying who have $200 million or like $1 billion and still go out and do things to make people's lives harder, like Amazon, Walmart, whoever. That type of stuff. Like, you have all the money, you don't need any more money. At this point, you're just making more money just because I believe that your lifestyle doesn't change any from 100 million.
So wait, let me understand. Are you saying he needs to stop?
No, I'm just saying, if you make your money by putting people
doing
down, that's the thing. But also, back to Diddy. We digress. My thing with Diddy is, and I have said this on Legal Poor, and people have disagreed with me. And not just Diddy, it's the whole Me Too thing.
Let me stir it up, y'all.
It's the whole Me Too thing, especially with Cassie. Because you know that the escorts are suing Cassie. They're not suing Diddy. They're saying, we ain't ever talked to Diddy. We talked to you.
What they suing her for, girl?
Because they're saying that she gave them STDs, that she made them do stuff they didn't want to do. The same reason why Dawn tried to jump in a lawsuit and Q came out and said, hold on, little bitch. You the one who drugged me. So it's the same sort of thing.
He was messed up. He did. He got messed up.
He did. When
making the band that didn't get made, for real.
When Dawn came out her lawsuit, Q said, I know you lied. You the one who told me to. But anyway, my whole thing with the whole thing is, and I said this before, intellectually, I can understand a victim of sex trafficking or domestic violence. Like, I'm smart enough to understand the concept. Practically, it's very hard for me to understand
Mhm.
because practically you cannot put your hands on me. And there's nothing you can do or put in front of me to make me think it's okay. But there are people who have a problem.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
and also past that,
Shoot,
it
probably
makes me
60-70% of people.
everybody got price. And past that, it makes me feel like, and even not because I hate the political bag, it makes me feel like this is why these horrible men legislators
Mhm.
feel like they can legislate women in their bodies and their brains and everything, because we go out there and say, if a man has too much money, too much power, and too much influence,
Mhm.
if I get in the room with him, I lose all my faculties. I can't say no. I don't know when to stop. I can't tell him to get off of me. I can't leave. He tell me to do something and I just automatically have to do it. So it's like you can't have it both ways. If you walked up to a millionaire's room at midnight, he said, come to my room at midnight, and he show up at the door in the robe with no clothes on, you have a choice.
You do.
And if you walk in there, he thinks you choosing him. Because also, I don't have no sons, but I got brothers, I got cousins, I got whoever. My thing is, if you don't say no, if you don't get up and leave, at what point is he supposed to know I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to do this? When you stay there, you go walk in the room with me at midnight and I got my robe on. You do everything I tell you to do. You lay down, you get up, and then you leave and say, oh my God, I can't believe you did that to me. How is he supposed to know that you do not want to do that?
Girl, he can still know that you don't want to do that.
How? Because I'm
not.
intellectually, I get it. I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I'm saying intellectually, I get it, that he should know, because I know that there's body language, there's way I can. I'm not saying that he's right. Okay, be clear. I'm just saying intellectually, I can get it. Practically, it's very hard for me, and in practice, it's very hard for me, because if they're making it seem like if this man has too much, I just can't. So I don't know what to do. I can't move. I gotta you spin there like
Not should have went all color purple.
I can't move. Like, no, you can, and you sometimes I think because we
definitely a choice.
overcorrect it. I think we overcorrect it, because there are some women who decide, you know what, I gotta do this to get this.
Yeah.
And those women who come out later and then complain are making it harder for the women who are actually being assaulted.
Yeah.
That's my point.
I agree.
That's the point I'm making. But Diddy, I think I think he did everything they said he did. I do not think, based on the law, because my hat is crooked, based on the law legally, he should have been convicted of what they charged him with. Should he have been convicted of domestic violence? Absolutely. Put him under the jail. He dragged Cassie through that hotel room. Possibly some assault charges if y'all wanted to charge him with that. Absolutely. Trafficking, I don't know. Well, he didn't even get charged. He didn't even get convicted.
Go there, and I'm about to say this.
He didn't get convicted of trafficking. He got convicted of traveling for prostitution, for the purposes of prostitution. Which means, which all rich people do, don't they? You can't get flued out no more.
Ain't no more rating them do that. Like, so yeah,
ain't no more
not even rich people. And I'm about to say this, and I will probably, it is a contradiction for the most part.
Let's see. Not to mention a lot were drugged. We ain't talking about them. Okay. First of all, and this is why this conversation always gets crazy, because I be feeling like people can use context clues. Obviously, I'm not talking about the people who were drugged. Obviously. I didn't know I had to say that, but apparently I got to say that. Obviously, if you were drugged, you have no control of your faculties. Okay? Okay.
Listen, point is, with Diddy is that, and this is my whole thing, not all of the time do you get the punishment for what is actually doing, what was done or what you're doing. But the punishment can still be deserving. And in saying that, the reason why I said I can contradict myself with that, and I know that is because if somebody or one of my loved ones go out here and get life for a murder or something that they did not commit, it's like, oh my goodness, such an injustice, and they didn't deserve that. But at the end of the day, who's my cousin or my brother or my whomever? Yeah, did they in a lifetime do something they just didn't get caught doing in that moment or whatever? Probably. The likelihood of that is high. And so, yeah, it's like, so now you didn't do this, but damn it, you did some other stuff. So you
Okay.
getting caught right now. So that's just my whole thing. That's my top, my middle, my bottom.
Okay,
As far
and
as
I can
Diddy is
understand that.
concerned.
I can understand
That's
that,
how I
but
feel about it.
it's very hard for me because I went to so much school. It's very hard for me to turn off the legal side of my brain. And
Mhm.
legally, I can't turn off everybody deserves a fair trial. Everybody deserves to be treated fairly under the law. I just
Mhm.
can't turn it off. And because I know that it's a slippery slope, because some people be
But see,
okay
I ain't
with
never
it, but
turned
then
that on, so
some people be okay with it.
yeah, I'm good
And
with
then
it.
when you get caught or your brother get caught and they be like, well, he did. I don't like him because he slapped me in the face. So 20 years. And it just be like, well, no, that's not what he charged with though.
Yeah.
So
I get it. Well, that's why I just said.
so bottom line is we do not disagree
Mhm.
on Diddy.
Okay.
We just disagree on the
Legal.
implementation
The
of the punishment
legality of it all.
and who got to testify against him. Because if you wasn't mad at the time, don't try to get up on the stand to make me mad now. You let him slap his mama and you went back to your desk, don't come in here talking about he slapped his mama. You didn't care, I don't care. We all don't care. His mama don't care. I don't care. You don't care. Leave me alone.
I still
That's
want
all
to
I
know
got to
it's
say.
tea. We want to know the tea. So
I mean, yes, we want to know the tea, but that's why everybody who got on that stand, Capricorn, and y'all know I can't. Y'all know my legal poor people know I cannot stand Aubrey O'Day. Okay, because I was.
She a lawyer as well. She said
She
she's
said her mama told her, "You don't need to be a lawyer, mama." First of all, I checked out on Aubrey because I can't stand Aubrey. Oh, I have a deep, sincere dislike for Aubrey O'Day.
I feel like
I was with them shooting in the gym. I remember every single episode of Making the Band. Diddy could never stand Aubrey. I know that he would never allow her specifically.
Excuse me, y'all.
Dawn might have some teeth. Aubrey don't have no teeth. He could not stand Aubrey. He was never trying to have sex with Aubrey. He hated Aubrey. He put her out the group. He could not stand Aubrey. That's why she's mad. This is all retaliation. I was with them shooting in the gym. And then when she got there,
I remember that show too. You wasn't the only one.
and then
Look,
when
you wasn't the only one trying to shoot a 3. I was there
when
too.
she said I was gonna go to law school, and my mom told me, you have too much talent to be a lawyer. Ain't nobody mama ever told them.
Don't say that. Nah, 'cause you got
If you
some
can be a singer and a
money
lawyer,
hungry, greed.
then we gonna
Did
put
we
you.
just bring up Kels
We
and
gonna
them
put you in
parents that was
school.
pimping their
But they
kids out?
but they never was and they was never intending on going to law school. If you was had
Them kids was
that was 14.
doing. They had big dreams and aspirations, Pooh.
Of being singers. She was already on her way to law school, according to her. Nobody's parent would say that. They would say, okay, well, do that in the morning and then do that at night.
See,
Nobody
people parents too much. Like
guess.
it's some crazy.
I just don't like Aubrey. Aubrey's a liar.
Parents too much out here because all these
Aubrey's
parents
a
is
liar.
not responsible like that, and all of them ain't giving good advice.
No,
So yeah,
let's check some of
you
these
going off of what you would
comments.
tell your kids, not what everybody else would tell theirs. What the people saying, girl?
What the people saying?
What y'all saying? We wanna know
Helena, this what I'm talking about. She said, same. An ex laid hands on me one time and I was done. There is no second chance with me. Helena, you and me, we cool, they lie. Okay? Because my ex-husband tried to halfway put his hands on me and I ain't lived in the house with him from that day to this one. So I can understand it.
True story.
Tell everybody. From that day to
That's
this
a true
one,
story.
never went back to that house because I can understand. And again, y'all, I don't want y'all to misunderstand me. I can understand it intellectually because I'm smart. The psychology of a domestic violence victim. I can understand it intellectually. Practically, I don't understand because you can't
Yeah,
put your
because you
hands on
can't
me.
be. Yeah, no.
But I will shoot you.
Something.
You got to go to sleep at some point.
All that.
I'll be in the house with the kids. Do not eat the spaghetti.
Okay, don't touch that.
Do not
That's for
eat
dad.
the spaghetti.
Terrible.
I can't. Okay. Anyway, let's
We
move on.
digress. I was going to say, move on. I'm tired of the diddler.
The diddler. Okay. Let's move on. Next, we're gonna talk about Kandi and Ty's divorce. Because this is a hot topic.
Tried to sort of kind of put me up on it because I've heard about it, but I haven't really been keeping up with it. I know you said something about him trying to get the kids and all of this stuff.
Kandi and Ty, y'all make sure y'all keeping me honest. Kandi and Ty have been married for, matter of fact, I ain't got to guess.
It's been a little minute.
I want to say like a 15 years or something. How long has Kandi and Ty been married? 11 years. So maybe it's 11 years. So they've been married for 11 years. They are getting divorced. The people is mad because Ty wants full custody of their children. And he wants to say that he was forced into signing the prenuptial agreement.
Well, I watched that show when they were doing the whole, and Ty was ducking and dodging, trying not to sign that prenup. And Kandi was not buying it. She was like, we will not go to. He all like, I gotta go get my hair cut and I gotta do this and that for real. And Kandi was not buying it. She was like, you gonna sign this prenup because it was like a little tension in there with that. So now, as far as that is concerned, Ty need to knock it off. Now, as far as custody of those kids, I told you prior to us, like even.
I feel like any man take the kids.
I get it, but what I'm saying is that he may get that just simply based off of her workload and the fact that people or judges just overall in general, family court, all of that stuff, want children with their parental, like whoever the parent is versus a grandparent versus the nanny or, whomever Kandi can produce to say, hey, I have help and whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, but that's their father.
That's true. But she has the money to bring the children with her and all of her work is volunteer. She doesn't have to do it. So if it comes to the point where I feel like they're saying like, well, you're never home. Okay, I don't got to do that no more. I can do all my work from right here from Candy Coated Clicks. So I don't think.
I doubt that's what she do though.
Yeah, she won't do it, but she'll say it, and then he'll have to go back to court. But I just feel like any man who try to take a woman's kids is a low down, dirty son of a mother. Because and I'm not downplaying fathers and they love for their children, but there's a different love from a mother. It just is. So any man who wants to take the kids away is a pitiful piece of something. And
Ty don't say the man pitiful because he want his children now.
He's gonna
now if he's doing it to be spiteful, that's one thing. But
full custody? Why you can't share custody?
Well, yeah, that's
There's
true.
no reason you can't share custody with her. And when I'm gone, you come get your kids, which may be weeks at a time.
I thought they originally
won't child
I heard
support.
that they were being like amicable about it. Oh, I didn't know that
they was trying to be till Ty to the paperwork came out, and then of course with the prenup situation, Ty. And people be hard on Ty. I be trying not to be as hard on Ty because I feel like they was married for 11 years.
What happened? That's what I want. I want to know the backstory.
As
give us the Diddy version.
As the resident divorcee, you don't know what be going on. We're having
This is true. This is true.
But the prenup, Ty, you were on camera and you stated, I'm not signing this under duress. And I saw a whole bunch of other like Law 2 people saying like he might get it because she said all of this and they had all these people pressuring him. But if that's the case, then everybody signs a prenup under duress because the other side of it is I'm not marrying you unless you sign this.
Only that, like you knew this going into it. You knew that you had to sign. Like I said, I can remember, but I don't remember nothing else. Ty was ducking and dodging, baby, trying. He was trying not to do that prenup. He put it off to the last. Okay, and Kandi at first I thought Candy was gonna go for it, for a
Mhm.
minute or whatever, because it had
No,
come
she ain't
down to the
done.
wire. And I was
Like
like,
right before
Candy,
they got married.
yeah, and I was like, Candy, you better not, like, don't let this man trick you or whatever. And Candy was like, listen here.
And and here's why I'm gonna side with Ty a little
She
bit.
probably had Mama Joyce like, I wish you would.
Okay, because it was all a
She
scheme.
said, what she say?
That
She
Ty
raised a
set up.
millionaire, not a thousandaire. Okay.
So all the scheme that Ty set up to come to you with the book. But to be on Ty's side just a little. Just a little.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everything before they are married, that's Candy. Leave that alone, Ty.
Right.
But afterwards, a lot of those things, even in the show,
But
were
if she
Ty's
disagreeing on
idea.
that,
I don't know. She ain't said. But she basically saying, I guess, like he got his percentage of all those things. But I don't know, maybe he's saying like
he didn't.
or
And then
whatever.
too,
Or
not
stuff
only
that's
that, stuff can still get
going
money,
on, like her
later
little
on. Yeah.
toy line or whatever. Like a lot of that stuff was Ty's idea, and she would even say it. Like the restaurants, those was all Ty's idea.
Aren't they
The
closed?
plays. Oh,
I
it's
think they closed.
Oh. Well, if they ain't closed, Candy gonna make sure they close now.
I think they closed.
But I just think divorces are, because let me tell you, like again, as the residence divorcee, as soon as y'all break up, these people act like people you never seen before in your life, honey. They said they
I'm afraid that I don't experience that.
They said they skin and turn into aliens,
so
honey. You
freaking
be like,
horrible. I be like, well, how did y'all even love and like and be up under each other like that?
I
And all
don't
that
know,
for
but
all
they
that
turned
time, and
into-
then just turn pure evil. Like, I hate you. I hate your guts.
they shed their skin and turn into some type of alien that's been controlled by the devil. Let me tell you, you be like, I didn't even know you even had this in you.
Terrible.
I didn't even know you had this in you. But my whole thing with Ty is, I just feel like you running up a hill that you're not gonna get up. That prenup is rock solid. I don't care what nobody says. That prenup is rock solid.
Yeah, he's not going. Candy not going.
But my whole thing is with the divorce. What you think happened?
I said I want the Diddy truth about it all, because I've been hearing different little stuff, women and this, that, but that's what they was into anyway. So I don't see that being the thing.
I think Candy,
but that chick can go wrong though sometimes too though.
I think
just
Candy need to live in her Portia truth.
Oh. And that, listen, I ain't even going to go there with it, but okay.
Candy need to live in her Portia truth and just be gay, because I just feel like, I think it was working because she said they used to do the little threesome thing. I think Ty got a little too close to one of them. That's what I think.
Well, now see, that's the thing.
That's what I think.
Listen, y'all, every account of a marriage or relationship that I've heard, that everybody was all cool with it and brought in the third person, and this is what they wanted, man or woman. Always end with, it was all good just a week ago.
It was all good
until that your main person, your spouse, catch feelings for that other person. And most times though, like where I've heard it, it's been like the men, because men are normally the ones that's, get somebody else in the bedroom, and that. And then as soon as they get that other woman in the bedroom, then that woman get to liking that woman more than, and next thing you know, they push him right on out the bed. Now that he mad, and it's like, no, this what you wanted.
I think it's both. I think they had them because Candy wanted them because she's gay. But then
Ty wasn't trying to act like, he wasn't turning down his collar.
I don't think she was turning it down, but I think it was her idea because she gay. And I think Ty starts liking one of them a little too much. That's just my opinion. I don't know. But this is true. Kim, hold on. Where's her comment? Oh shoot.
What you do?
I don't know.
She done clicked y'all off.
This is true. Kim says you don't divorce who you marry. That's true. Cause they turn into, by the time you get divorced, it's a whole strain. It's a strain.
It's turned to Stranger Things, huh?
It's
Terrible.
in your house by the time you get divorced. That is true. So I just really want to know the tea. I don't think they ever gonna drop it on each
Understand
other.
that, and I hear it all the time, but I
It's a
cannot comprehend,
stranger in
and
your
I
house.
cannot comprehend. You
Well,
hear that?
We pray you never have
So
to.
you hear that? Because I can't
We
comprehend.
pray
Like,
you never have to witness it, honey, because it be a
yeah.
stranger in your house.
So I don't want to. I don't. No, don't do that. Because I'm a Cancer, like
Oh
50.
Lord, let me.
I'm a, yes, pour up. I'm a Cancer like 50. And when we hurt, we don't take kindly to that. We don't forget stuff. And our get back is to the pettiest of the petty of the petty. So choose wisely. Yeah, no, I can't.
As long
I
think
can't
as
comprehend.
long as Todd keeps it copacetic, just don't say nothing.
Dude, this tequila got me hot, y'all. Hot a little bit.
Don't say it. Just talk through the course, everything cool. But Candy like to tell all her business. So all he gotta do is piss her off a little bit, and we gonna be in there speak on it, and we gonna
Crack it up.
the tea. So
Well, I'm ready. I'm here for it.
it.
I want to hear all the tea. That's why I'm telling you. I really that's my thing. That's all I'm interested in about in the situation is I just want to hear what happened, what really happened. Because at first they just tried to make it seem like, oh, we just split, and like I said, it was amicable, and we're both, and we're cool, and da da da. And not next thing you know, all hell broke loose.
No, they mad because Candy is the one who has the money, so she's going to realize it depends.
Lord, y'all look. That's what she get for marrying a thousandaire. Mama Joyce tried to tell her,
ain't no mountain high enough to keep me off your ass, babe. Crazy.
But why you sound just like her? I could not. I'm crying, y'all. Sound just like her. But like you said, all of these reality TV mamas, they be the problem. They be some crazy mamas, okay? And I can't talk because if it was our mamas on there, they might be crazy too. But
Lord.
But I'm just saying, these mamas, Joyce is Mama Joyce. Let me put some respect on Mama Joyce's name.
That's why Ty need to keep a copacetic, because once he start going crazy, you got Joyce out there and Kenny, they're gonna be telling
and the rest of the short little aunties.
Well, one of
old lady gang.
One of them sick, but that's probably why they closed the restaurants. But also, I just think
girl, the restaurants was closed before then. They wasn't in there cooking nothing, no way.
No, but I think I don't know who initiated the divorce. And I wonder if it was Ty, because I feel like Kenny had to look at herself and say it's cheaper to keep them. And I'm just gonna be gone anyway. So I feel like it had to be Ty.
I just want the backstory. That's it. That's all. We'll talk about it once we get the backstory. I want to know that.
Say All Lady Gang was not that great. I heard that.
I heard that too.
I never been.
I heard none of the restaurants was like who was that? They was all talking about it on the show.
Oh yes,
Sheree and Marlo and all of them.
None of them celebrity. Can we digress for a minute? None of them celebrity restaurants
live up to it. You ain't lying.
I just be feeling like they only open the restaurant as a money grab. And if y'all don't start, if people don't open restaurants because they love cooking, because they love food, because they love owning a restaurant, it's never gonna be good. I cannot stand these. In Detroit, it's the promoter restaurants that keep popping up. All of a sudden, all the party promoters want to open up a bar and a restaurant and this, that, and the other, and have $30 drinks. And I'm not paying you $30.
Yeah, no, we had that discussion before. Not at all.
Not doing it. But that's why it's always not good, and they always close after give them a good 5 years. I'm trying to think of a celebrity restaurant that has lasted the test of time. Nobody but Jay-Z's 40/40 Club.
It's club.
Yes, and I think that's because he only had nothing to do with it. He just put his name on it. That's what they need to do.
I didn't even realize that was still open, Lord.
In
Terrible.
Detroit, let me see. I don't even think we had no celebrity restaurants.
Remember you try to go to the little.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of any Detroit celebrity restaurants that's been open for a long time because they come and go, honey.
They do.
Immediately. We get them out of here.
And not only that, I was
Found
gonna say
she
the
might have
restaurant business is hard, and I think they go into it just
trying to make some money.
I'm a celebrity and I can make it work, but don't really have the blueprint to it and that. But yeah,
And they think it's gonna be instant money. No, restaurants, everybody always tell you it take you a good 3 years for you see some money opening a restaurant. They want their money right away, and that's not how it works.
what's our next topic? We off the candy and tie right
Okay.
now.
Mom spaghetti. Spaghetti been up.
What is that? Where is that? Have no idea.
Restaurant. It's like a little walk up restaurant. I ain't never been because I don't want no white lady. I mean,
There she go.
I don't want none of Eminem Mama spaghetti.
So that woman's spaghetti might be good.
I don't want it.
Now there you go. How you gonna just talk about this lady?
I can tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want it.
You don't want to
All right.
cross 8 Mile spaghetti?
I don't want no.
Okay, cool.
No, but I'm sure I can make my own spaghetti. The next topic we got is a culturally relevant topic that I thought would be funny for you.
Oh Lord, here we go.
We want to talk about adult children moving back home, especially in this economy.
Look, let me.
But the premise of the question was, I saw a video on TikTok, and I think it made its way to Instagram, where the young lady had moved home. She was maybe 21 or 22. She moved back home, and she was getting into an argument with her mother because her mother was cussing her out because she hadn't washed the dishes. And her argument was, I'm never even here. I get up, I leave, don't eat here, I go to work, I come home, I go to sleep, I take a shower, I rinse and repeat, do it all over again. Why do I have to wash the dishes? Now, the discourse on both sides was, of course, parents saying, if you living under my roof, you're not paying no bills, the least you could do is wash the dishes. Which understandable until you hear the other side of, but
ain't no other side.
I'll tell you the other side.
Ain't no other side. I don't even want to hear. You could say that shit. Look, I don't want to hear it. Ain't no other side to that. Listen, we were stuck right there in that part of you in my house. You gotta live here because you couldn't make it wherever you were on your own. Most times they are not paying anything, and I do mean anything. Okay, let's get that out the way. Okay, and you mean to tell me your part or your portion cannot be help around this house?
That's very true.
I don't give a dang on if you had one dish or none of the dishes. Wash the dishes just to show your appreciation for your grown tail behind, living in my house, sucking up my air, sucking up my heat, using my water, eating up my food.
But if she not eating the
still thinking that you can come and go in my door when you get ready to. It's just the whole point of you know what I'm saying? Like, are you like, why would you think that you're not supposed to? I don't care if you're not here, if you're not here every day, if you didn't, whatever. It's just about these young people nowadays are a different breed. Because just to show that, hey, mom, dad, whomever, I appreciate the help. I appreciate y'all letting me come here and whatever during my little time of struggle and that. And most times, even if they was to offer some money, we wouldn't take it. Or if I took it, just say I took it, I would put it over to the side so later on I could help you. You know what I'm saying? Get your own place again, car, whatever it is that you're lacking. But the mere fact that you just think that you don't owe a thing, like not even the wash of a dish.
Okay, so she didn't let me tell the other side of the argument.
Because there ain't no other side. But I'm gonna let her tell it. But it ain't no other side, in my opinion.
The other side of the argument from the children that moved back home was, why is it, number one, first of all, they saying that the first argument was that this is a
See?
Black people.
Helena.
Helena stuff clean, and we only charge them for his insurance and fine.
It's
Okay, but the other part of the
right,
argument,
as a good child should.
the other part of the argument was, first, people were saying that this is a Black people issue, that just we don't allow growth from our children.
Okay,
that
but that's a different topic.
we don't let them fail, or when they come home, we feel like they're supposed to be our little maids or slaves or whatever. And the other part of the argument was, if I'm not if you're home all day eating and cooking and blah blah blah, and I just sleep here, why do I have to come home and wash your dish? Now, I understand both sides as somebody who moved back home and moved out. I understand both sides. If I'm just sleeping here, why you get to eat, sleep, wash the dish, leave the towel, this, and because I'm staying here because I'm in a
said all of that
I'm
is
just
going
saying.
on. I'm not walking through here taking off
Okay.
stuff, dropping
that
it,
was-
or just dirty
but
and
whatever.
stuff just
But
because.
you're saying that you're eating, you cooking. I didn't eat here. I never eat here. I come sleep, and you saying that they gotta wash the dishes. So what's
My
something
thing is
different?
this.
I wasn't even done.
Because I listen. No. Because my thing is this. No, just say my own personal experience. I keep hitting this thing on my own personal experience with that is, okay, you're not paying anything. You're here. My husband and I are getting up. We're going to work every single day.
Mhm.
Okay. If some dishes or something was left over or whatever, oh, I didn't eat out of that. I didn't use that. Guess what? While me and my husband was going to work and all our lights could have been off, they was on during that time.
Well,
We didn't use all of this, the $350 of my bill either.
the same way
I used all of
you
these
didn't like
this
me
heat.
saying I dropped stuff on the floor. The point that the person in the argument makes is, I'm never here. I wake up, I leave. I go to work, and then I go to my boyfriend's house, or I go to my friend's house. I eat out.
Guess what?
I come
apparently you got it together. You don't even need to be here. Go. How about you make it a repeat thing at your friend house, at your boyfriend house, at your whomever's house? Like, why are you even here then? You shouldn't even be here. All about your day, man.
Don't think that because we're going back and forth, we don't agree. I agree that if you live in somebody's house, the least you could do is make them know that you appreciate that you be there. So I do agree. But I also see the other side of a person who is literally not there. Like I just told you, my nephew came to stay with me, but he would wake up in the morning, he would leave, he would come home at night, he would go to sleep. If I had dishes in the sink and he didn't wash them, I was like, man, like you never even here. I never even noticed you here, and I never even noticed when you gone. He might come in, take a shower, and then be about his business. If you don't do nothing in here, I don't really care. Now, once you start opening my refrigerator, and once you start chilling in the house,
so what he doing while you sleep when he come in at night?
When he come in at night, I'm asleep. Or you right, I don't care.
Exactly. So you don't know if he eating food or being.
I do, because if I wake up and my food gone, I know you ate it.
The point.
I understand both sides of the argument, but
it's always your kids that think that it's okay. I've had other people that have had to come and live with me from time to time.
Kids are very
they feel entitled. Yes, I've had other people that have come to stay with me at periods of different times in life, and they weren't there all the time but they still cleaned up. They still was like, here go a couple of dollars or whatever it was that they could do to help. Kids just feel like you're supposed to do, and they're so very entitled. But at the same time, when they out there on their own, before they even have to get back to you to come live in your house, and you trying to give them advice and tell them what to do, I'm grown. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and you can't tell me, and this, that, and the third. But now you back at home, and you got a problem with my rules. So yeah, no, it don't work.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm saying if you go back to somebody's house, the least you could do is wash the dishes. I do understand that. Can you frown up the whole time you washing the dishes? Sure. Frown up the whole time you
Okay.
washing the dishes.
Yo, back to me. I can't see you anyway.
But the least you could do is wash the dishes. But I know that it would be frustrating for me, even me, going back to stay with somebody, and I know I did not eat here. I know I'm barely here. I know I did not sleep here, and y'all just eating and cooking and leaving dishes in the sink because y'all feel like y'all got a special dishwasher. In here.
No, and
That
like
will
I
piss
now
me
see
off.
that
So I
that's
can
one thing,
understand.
but that's
that
a
being-
different
that
story.
being
But just
pissed
on
off.
some regular,
Not, you see something dirty, clean it up. Don't just walk past it because you didn't do it. Like that is different than I'm not washing
and
no
I'm
dishes
telling you,
because
that's
I got
most
somebody.
times what they do. Let me do this again. That's most times what they do.
I ain't talking about somebody who is just like, I ain't washing no dishes because she here, she better wash them. I mean, like, if you're living in somebody's house and you see the trash need to be taken out, take the trash out. If you walking in the kitchen and you see the dishes need to be made, and most people got dishwasher these days, put the dishes in the dishwasher. And if you don't want to do it, move out. But in this economy,
Yeah, okay.
you
We
look
all
like
need to band together because
we all need to band
Baby.
together. Because in this economy,
the prices of this stuff. And I saw the one guy online. I said he ain't lying. He said Sky Daddy put water and fruit and all this stuff down here for us for free. And
we
they
got to
charging
pay
us
for it.
up the wazoo.
And
for
you
it.
need to be grateful that you eat. There are so many people who don't have a home to go back to because their parents was. I'm talking about nobody mama. But I always feel bad for them people to digress a little bit. I always feel bad for people who really have to be out here making it. Like they
Yeah.
don't have no choice.
In survival mode.
Like they don't
Sure.
have no choice because they can't go back to their mama house. And then just
Mhm.
be like, do you ever look at your mama and be like, what was you doing for 56 years? That I don't have nowhere to come back to.
Clearing the lawn, spreading it wide.
So if you
I
got
can
somewhere to
you
go
walking
back
down
to,
these streets having them a good old time.
if you got somewhere to go back to, the
Yeah,
least
be
you can do
appreciative.
is wash
of
the
that,
dishes. And if you
right?
hate washing the dishes, stack your money up and get the hell out. Because
Get the
guess
hell
what?
out.
You ain't got to wash nobody's dishes if you don't live in their house.
Exactly, that
Now
part.
let me go. Let's see what they doing. Okay, Helena. Helena said then stay at a hotel.
Okay. There's plenty of them out here. Take your pick. You got the Red Roof, the Comfort Inn. If you want to get a little razzle dazzle, you can go to the Westin or something. I don't know, but yeah, have that.
Stay at a hotel. And also, this is true too, Helena. And this is what I always say because now we ain't had this topic on the list, but I want to talk about it because I have always said, and I've gotten debates with people about this. Is I feel like my kids can always come home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my kids to ever feel like they have to stay somewhere or be somewhere or do something they don't want to do because I don't have nowhere to stay.
Mm-hmm.
My kids can always come home. And I've had people really be like, but they grown. I had to make it. Ain't nobody. That is crazy as hell. My kids
Now, I
can
feel like that.
always come home.
I feel that way to a certain extent because at the end of the day, you can mess your kids up even worse. By not, because you're not always going to be here to catch them when they fall. So yes, I will say, no, you can't come back here, whatever. But now if push comes to shove, I'm not going to see one of them out there in the cold or like you said, in a situation where, okay, it's like they're being mistreated or hurt or whatever as a result. However, I am going to be stern to the end. Okay. Getting yourself together and being self-sufficient because like I said, I'm not always going to be here. And it's not always somebody that is going to hold your hand. And guess what? This world is cruel out here. So you better learn how to be self-sufficient and productive and that. So I know too many people, you know people as well, where they're too sheltered and it's too always know that they got a shoulder to lean on, a crush this, that, and the other. And those are the people I really feel bad for when
Those
that
people
time
gone.
comes, when those people are gone, because that's when they really gonna be out there in the
Mhm.
trenches trying to figure it out and doing whatever it is to make it, versus teaching them now, like, hey, like, yeah, I'm here to help,
Yeah.
but I cannot
Don't take
cripple you.
advantage.
Yeah,
Because
you can
that's
cripple
my
them
thing.
too.
Because that's what I mean. But some people are like, my kids they never come home, but that's crazy. My kids can always come home, but my kids gonna always be uncomfortable at home because I'm not ever gonna make it comfortable enough for you to never want to leave here.
Mhm.
You're gonna, and it's going to be a last resort. Like I know that I can go home right now, grown as I am with 2 kids.
Yeah,
I know that I can
yeah.
go home, but it's gonna be uncomfortable in
Okay,
there.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna hear somebody's mouth every
But guess what? I didn't think
goddamn
these kids,
day.
see, we a different breed though. We from a different time.
And
These kids nowadays, they don't care, baby. They gonna roll with the punches and keep on going. Like, you know, she
I
talking
don't know
about.
what she's
Like,
talking about,
yeah,
but yeah, you
exactly.
cannot but you have to recognize what kind of kid you have too. Like
True. You
there
have
are
to take
people
that
who
to
cripple
account.
their kids and be behind them every step of the way. And sometimes if it's not gonna kill them, if it's not gonna put them in jail, if it's not gonna, make them suicidal, you're gonna have to let them fall a little bit.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to
absolutely.
let them
Yes.
fall a little bit. I can't help you. I don't know what to do. What you go? Ooh, that's tough.
Right. Real tough. Okay.
Ooh, that's a lot
Like,
going
hey,
on.
look. Hit her with the grandma.
You got a lot going on.
A
Because
lot
if you
going on.
run up behind your kids every time something go wrong,
Every time, yes.
they're gonna expect you to run up
That
behind
is,
them
you're
every
not
time something
helping
go
them.
wrong.
You're doing
And when
more
you
harm than
gone, ain't
good.
nobody else gonna run up behind them.
Not at all.
Ain't another person gonna run
No.
up behind them. So they're gonna be lost in the sauce
Okay.
and lost in the world. And that's gonna be a sad
without a life jacket.
do.
Mm-mm.
That's gonna be a bad. Hope you got a good enough.
So
And they,
yeah,
I'm about to say,
that's why I said you
hope
can
you got
come,
good life
but
insurance, but they're
to
gonna
the
run through
end.
that. They're gonna run through that.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can
Real
always
quick.
come home, but it's gonna be uncomfortable. It depends on the reason they came home. If it will be uncomfortable, but it will be uncomfortable after about 6 months, regardless of why you came home.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, like I said, you can't coddle them too much because they have to learn and get out here in the real world. Because if not, the world will teach them the hard way everything that you didn't. So it's like, yeah, no,
Anybody
can't do
teach
that.
me nothing. I knew.
But we grew up, you know.
Yeah, these new kids, I be telling.
We grew up a
I got a
little.
kid in college right
different.
now, and I just be praying. These kids ain't the same. These
They
kids ain't the
not.
same. They
They
ain't as
soft.
tough. They
They
ain't as
soft.
rough. They don't have as
These
much
kids real
common
soft.
sense.
Yeah, no.
Just
Common sense is
stuff
not
that I
common.
shouldn't have to tell you.
That's because they don't
I
live
don't
in the
remember
real
nobody teaching
world.
me some of this stuff.
They don't live in the real world. They are stuck behind computer screens and gadgets and stuff like that, and things that can be made up. Like, whatever it is you want to be or can imagine online is what it is. But they don't get out here and have real life interactions with people, if you
Yes.
will. Like, at parties and things, when we had
They don't even know how to go to no
event
party.
space, like, and they would give
would be-
Sweet 16 parties and stuff there. We would just sit back and look like,
Everybody on
okay,
their
so
phone.
everybody on their phone, the guys all in the cluster together, the girls over here, nobody is kind
They
of
don't know how to dance.
making an
If it's not a
exchange
TikTok
or whatever.
thing, they don't know how to dance.
They probably on their phones talking to each other, standing right next
and
to
if
each
it's
other.
not a coordinated TikTok 15
Yeah, they
second
don't
dance,
know how
they don't know how to dance. It's a very strange. And I'm waiting on the 20-year later COVID documentary of how it messed up them kids that was like in school, because it messed them up.
But I think them
if you
kids
was
was
in,
messed up
they
prior
was.
to 2020.
But I think if them kids was in about 6th grade till about 9th grade during that COVID year, I think them kids ain't right.
Now, why specifically them?
Because I think that's like a premier time you need to be in school amongst your peers, learning who you are, learning what you are, learning what you like, what you don't like. You need to be picked on a little bit. Like, I think that is like prime school time.
Yeah.
And if you missed it, I think it did something to them children.
Someone
And he
born
did
with a
something to the
mental.
babies that was born during COVID, and I know because I got one.
Oh Lord, yeah, y'all, them kids, y'all
Them
kids
COVID
different.
babies are strange.
They are different. They are.
I'm
Who?
telling you, them COVID babies,
I
we
pray
not
for
okay.
y'all. They are not okay. I'm not okay when they gotta come around me, so I already know. I be like, every event I have, y'all, I be like, it's a no kid event. It's adults only, because baby, them and they kids.
But okay, and we about to end y'all because it's been an hour. But I have a question. Because I be struggling with, are our kids not like us because of their environment,
Or what?
or did we overcorrect? I feel like we overcorrected because we went through so much stuff, and because we tried to have them not go through the things we went
But
through.
that
We
contributes to
went
their
too far
environment.
to the left.
So I think it's both.
Yeah, I'm talking about outside. Like, it's outside just different, and it might be because they have more screens, more social
Yeah,
media.
I still think it's
But
both.
I think we overcorrected. Like, they needed to be in the trenches a little bit.
Yeah, and they have
And they
no
have
idea.
no idea.
No idea. But
If the
thing is-
Wi-Fi get cut off for a day,
But
they think
still
the day
have
is
an
broke.
identity crisis though, because if they have parents, just say, you had kids that
Both numbers, I think too.
their parents were, that deal or the man or
Mhm.
whatever, or some type of, gangster mentality or that. It's like they see it to a certain extent,
Yeah,
and they hear the stories, so they want to take on this persona of it
but they
all,
was never there.
but they were never there. That's
Mhm,
not
was
them.
not outside.
Like, you went to private school.
You was
Stop. Like,
not outside.
don't play. Like, you were not outside. Like, for none of the time, for any of the things. Okay, you were indoors, being sheltered, taken back and forth to school.
Hmm.
Never had to figure out a bus.
Never had to ride a bus.
Any of that. So, but they still take on this whole like, okay, this is who I am. So
I've
it's
never
like they
seen a
don't even
bunch of
really have an
kids
identity or really know who they are
with
nowadays.
so much privilege and so much access want to be ghetto so bad. I've never seen
So bad. And I just
haven't
mean
never
so
seen
bad. They want to be so hood and so ghetto so bad.
Why do you want to be ghetto? Y'all are reaching for the wrong moon. Y'all need to be over there trying to act like Northwest. Y'all trying to act like, I don't know who, Pooh Shiesty or whoever. And I just don't
Exactly. They
understand.
in the
Like,
middle
y'all
of the
are, what
summer,
is going
little hoodies
on?
on, about to fall out.
I've never
Okay.
seen people with so much access want to be ghetto. Like, why do you want to be in the hood? You
Yeah.
you could be
Because
doing
that's what they
anything
hear,
else.
think like, and they hear the stories, and like I said, they get this whole perception of, and that's what they think. So it's like, that's what I want to be, but that's not your experience. So
Yeah.
so
Diddy's son, but Diddy's son apparently saw some things, so he might have grew up in.
Right, exactly. Look, which one they talking about? Lisa's son. She met him when he was first getting started. So yeah,
He might have grew up in the trenches, but just these kids.
he didn't, but he may have still had a little bit more access.
Well, apparently he
to
shot
the
that
stuff.
one dude, according to the documentary.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying he still didn't grow up in the trenches. Like Diddy had made it by that time. But yeah.
Any hootie. All right, y'all. We've been on here an hour. We have had fun. Let me see.
Yes. We done spilled our honest tea, y'all.
Also taking away butt whoopings. Before we go.
Look, and another thing.
Hit your children.
We are not folding any but yeah.
I don't beat them. Now, y'all be going overboard. That's the problem. Sometimes you don't hit them because if you hit them, you already know. Like, sometimes I be like, I'm going to let you get away with this one because if I get my hands on you, I'm going to jail. So I
get that. That was the thing. We got that
behind
whooping. And that's the reason why we know how to straighten up and straighten up and fly right.
But here's the thing, y'all. If y'all pop them when they 2, y'all ain't gonna have to pop them when they 14. Because by the time they 14, they scared, they nervous.
This is true. But nowadays the kids be threatening to call the police and do all this.
And let them take them. I throw your bag out there. What show was that? Was that ATL?
I don't know.
I think it was ATL when the boy called the police.
ATL from beginning to
He called the police on his mama. They showed up at the door. She said, take them.
Okay.
Here go your bag.
Here goes your bag.
Call the police. Okay, here, bye.
Yeah, that's something I do.
I
Here
ain't
you go.
saying beat
Take
them,
your stuff and go.
but you might gotta pop your kids.
Might have to touch him a little bit.
And my kid, no, right now she 18, and I wish she would. She
She
know better.
swear, Nisha, that little one be running her, y'all.
That little one is crazy.
That little one running, and she doing all this.
That little one ain't right though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little scared of her a little bit.
That little one ain't right though.
This little one.
So I gotta, that little one ain't right. Anywho, thank y'all for checking in with us
Thank you,
tonight on our
thank you.
Wednesday night live. I hope
Yes.
y'all had a drink. I hope y'all had fun.
I hope y'all stirred it up with us
Hope
while
y'all
we spit our
stirred it
little
up.
honest tea.
Hope y'all make sure y'all went over to Honest Tea. Link is in the description to follow Honest Tea. This is where we'll be going live for usual Honest Teas. And we'll be back on Legal Pour. Not tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow afternoon, because the Brian Walsh trial went crazy today, and we gotta talk about it. And the prosecution rested. We will be talking about that in the morning. I'm glad that y'all came out with us tonight. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Y'all know what I say. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves and each other. We will holler at y'all next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Gotta end the stream.
Bye, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.